this idea of revival, not survival, and just seeing this generation be a part about bringing revival in our world, and how our leaders and our churches and our staffs are going to be a part of that. I think a big piece of that's going to be kind of building a bridge between the church and the local schools, be it homeschool associations, public schools, private schools, charter schools, whatever your setup looks like in your area. And so, having worked in the schools, worked in the church, I just want to provide you a few things of what I hope will be insight, just to kind of give you some ideas. And the first thing I want to say is pray. I don't want to pass over that. I think we've done a great job and a better job of, obviously, as a church. I think we have some wake up calls where we're getting out, we're taking action, and in the midst of that, I think sometimes we underestimate the power of prayer. So I think be first of all a church who's committed to pray for your local schools, the students, the staff, the teachers, support staff. Prayer walk. Commit to small groups, maybe to pray for specific things, but just be committed to bathe your local schools in prayer. The second thing that I think I would say about this is, be professional. So if you have, an opportunity to reach out, maybe you want to start by trying to have conversations with administrators. Now, if you're a smaller school, you could probably go straight to the district administration level, but larger school districts, maybe you start at a campus level with a principal. But I can tell you that you want to be professional, dress professionally, communicate professionally, communicate promptly, follow up. All these kinds of things. I know, one of the issues we had here was student pastors couldn't go eat lunches at the campuses anymore because they're showing up in shorts, t-shirts, hats backward, acting goofy, trying to entertain the kids, and it finally just had to stop because it was being a disruption. So regardless of your feelings about professionalism and professional dress, or what your typical daily routine looks like, take it above and beyond, so that you look, dress the part, so you show that you not only deserve that audience, but you're serious about this opportunity, because they have a lot on their plates, and so you don't want to look like you don't care, or like you're going to flippantly leave when things get hard. The other thing I would say is identify the need. This can come from observations. That can be a part of it, is what as you as a parent or a staff member look and see, I think this is something that can be done in a way we can help. But I think a bigger part of it's going to be talk to students, talk to teachers, talk to administrators, get those meetings set up, and ask them, what is it that we can do? What needs do you have? Because I can guarantee you that every single school has some goal or something that they would like to do but can't because of lack of resources, be it financial resources or staff resources, because they're already stretched thin and people wearing a lot of hats. So just think about that, identifying that need and listening, and then maybe if you've had an observation, go, hey, I think that's great, but I've also seen this, and I think this is a way we can serve. I think with that, doing something they can't. It's kind of along the same lines, but, thinking through, for example, I know in Charlotte, North Carolina, the school district was wanting to do more coding programs in the school and provide the kids that valuable, 21st century skill. And so the church partnered together, some of the churches partnered together and said, we'll provide this for you. We'll get the programs, the devices, which aren't that expensive anymore, and we'll run those programs because we have people with knowledge and skills that can provide this. So not only are you doing something for the school and they know what's going on, so you have that connection and communication going on, but you're also building relationships with those kids. You have a gateway for kids to come into your church and to be able to share with them, and share the gospel, and talk about how what these things you're learning can be used for the kingdom, because you can grow up and use these skills. You get the chance to meet real needs, because maybe a kid has mom is working 3 jobs and they want to make a difference in that family and turn things around, and so they've got an app idea they want to code, and you can encourage that and be a part of not only building a relationship with the kid, but changing their future and their family's future. And you think about the opportunity that is and the conversations that can come out of that. But it doesn't have to be coding necessarily, but as you identify the need and you think through what can we do that they can't, because we have maybe the time, the resources, the talent, the people, the information. Maybe you've got a lot of business people in your church, and you could offer, finance and banking courses, entrepreneurship classes for kids. Things that aren't only valuable skills, but also easily translate into not only kingdom work, but kingdom conversations with kids. And so you get that communication going back and forth where you're meeting a real need and making a real difference. And the last thing I would say is just be flexible. If you commit to do something, and then the school says, that's great, but we could also really use this now. Things have changed. Things took a downturn. Something came up. be willing to do that. Don't say, no, this is what we do, okay? And hopefully you can start doing both things, but just be flexible. Work with them. You were there to serve, not to be served. And so just keep that mindset in there. I'd love to hear the things you're already doing. I'd love to hear your ideas of how you're building that gap with the school. If you got some questions, or like, we tried this, it didn't work, or we're kind of nervous, feel free to message us, put it in the comments, and love to kind of chat with you some more, because again, I think this is a huge step with any church, not just in seeing your ministry grow, but in seeing students' lives change, is kind of making that connection between the local schools in your area. I look forward to hearing from you, praying for you as this is a Wednesday as I shoot this video on audio. I got movie tonight. Look forward to hearing how God's moving in a big way and how students' lives are changing.